All right, guys. How about a fleet update? Well, not really much to report on. We got the go-kart up on the stand, so I don't have to lay on the floor. The guy I got the go-kart from brought me a gas tank, and I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is right there. And this gas tank was on a bracket that was bolted here. Just sits right here, but it's hitting my pipe. So I took the bracket off, moved it over here, and it won't bolt up because the seats lean back too far. So we're probably going to buy one of the brackets that goes up there in the steering column. I was going to bolt the engine down, rig the chain up, but my 3/8 bolts fit the motor, but they don't fit the holes in the go-kart. So back to the hardware store, and you know I don't drive, so that's a chore. So not much to talk about on that one. But it's still in the works. This one here, 2008 Nissan Versa, bad motor, crapshoot. This one is turned into a workbench, pile crap on, which, you know, that one's full, everything's full. So we start piling on your projects. Anyway, 79 Corvette. Hadn't done anything to this. If you'll remember, I robbed the spark plugs off of it, I got these to put on it. There's part number on there somewhere, I imagine. I don't know. Like I said, it's hard for me to look through the viewfinder and tell what I'm looking at. Let's see. Yep, that's turned right. So here, get you a part number. And it's the spark plugs with the, some of them were hitting the header. So I got them with the porcelain tips on it. Did I leave it in there? What I do with it? Yep. See, they're porcelain, made out of the same stuff your spark plug's made out of. But this one won't go on because it's hitting the header. So not sure what I'm gonna do about that. I'm gonna see if somebody makes a short spark plug. You know, they used to make them for the small block Chevys. If they make a short plug, I'll change that one plug and then they'll fit. If not, I guess I'll just have to put a regular wire on it because I don't really want to dent my, I'd rather burn a plug wire up than dent my header. And we got a battery on the charger for that. We got a battery from my brother. He buys junk cars. And we're going to cycle the charger on that thing 2 or 3 times and put it in the old vet. I guess when I go to O'Reilly's, I'll, if they don't have a short plug, I'll just get one plug wire. That way it'll hit on all the cylinders until I can do something. And this is the latest acquisition. 2005 Toyota Prius. If you're not familiar with these cars, they're hybrid. And they're, which means they run on electric or gas. Normally the engine just charges the high voltage battery. So if you're driving around town, you know, it'll start and die and start and die as it needs to charge the battery. I bought this from a co-worker. His son was driving it, and it was having some kind of a brake issue. And then he was at the college in the middle of the day, and they stole the catalytic converter off of it. So they didn't want to fix the brakes and the converter, and it's got an AC leak. So they sold it to me. It's got a new HV battery in it, or a reman HV battery. That's nice, huh? Crooked. But got new tires on the back. These cars have 2 batteries. They have a oh, let me show you something else a lot of people don't know. This red thing right here, if you pull that off, that's how you jump this car off. If the battery in the trunk's dead, you put the positive cable right there and the negative cable, you just put on the ground somewhere, anywhere ground it, and you can jump the little battery. The little battery doesn't do anything, operates some lights, but the main thing it does, it's trying to rain on me. The main thing it does, it goes in here. The main thing it does is it trips, so you can see the big battery in there. The little battery just runs the controller for that battery. And that battery actually powers everything in the car, starts it and all that. So I've actually seen people put cordless drill batteries back here in place of that battery. And that will work everything. Here's the battery out of it. Called O'Reilly. They have the battery. I'll go get it here in a little bit. 325 cranking amp battery, $220. Ain't that ridiculous? That thing's huge. It's heavy. It's got a little bitty post on it. So you can't even put a regular car battery in it. I guess you could rig up a motorcycle battery or something, but I build stuff to sell, so I'm not going to rig it. I'm going to put the right battery in it, put it all together right. You know, if I was driving it personally, I'd try the drill battery thing. I mean, what is it going to hurt? And Colorado. So we got the injector replaced last video, and we got the cooling fans replaced. Runs perfect and cools well. As a matter of fact, cools so well, I had to resurface air conditioner. I had to put another, I don't know, 2-3 ounces of refrigerant in it to get it to blow cold like it's supposed to. But now that we got it running good, when you leave a stop sign or red light, I've got a U-joint or carrier bearing or something in the drive line that makes a squeaking noise. That's why it's on the ramps. And this truck, this engine was in a hard front end collision, and I guess it shoved the drive shaft up in the back of the transmission and screwed the seal up. So I'm gonna pull the drive line out, check all the U-joints, carrier bearing, replace that rear main seal. I wish I'd have caught that while I had it out. Put that back in. This wheel hub has a check engine light for ABS sensor, wheel speed sensor, and it's making noise. I thought the noise was from the brakes. We drove it a bunch, not getting any better. But if you take the wheel off and take the caliper off, it doesn't have any play in it, and it feels smooth. So I don't really know, but since the wheel speed sensor's questionable, you can turn the light out and it'll stay out for half a day and come back on. So it's intermittent. So we're going to go ahead and change the hub and be done with it. So next video will be hub and drive line. Get that done, and then all we'll have left is I got the right module. This is supposed to be zip tied to the negative cable, but my negative cable's not long enough. That's why the battery's turned around backwards. Positive's supposed to be over there, but we'll work on that sometime maybe. But that made the battery light go out. So all we have is ABS light and check engine light, and the only codes for the check engine is this. Now I found the wiring harness that come off of this truck with the 5-cylinder, and it is wired different than this plug. So I'm going to take the voltmeter with that wire and an old sensor and see if it's wired right by that color code, and then just depin all these and switch them around, and that should fix the check engine light. We should be good to go. Anyway, that's all we got for fleet update. Like, follow, share it to social media, tell everybody. Get me some more subscribers. Like, comment, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, thumbs up, thumbs down. Anything's good for the algorithm. If you think my projects are stupid, you know, take into consideration I'm blind. I've been told that my camera works like a toddler, and I'm like, well, you try it with your eyes closed. So, and all I do is with my phone. You know, I'm not monetized. I had 273 subscribers, so I can't be going out here buying GoPros and hiring people to film me and all that stuff. So anyway, y'all can help with that. Hit them buttons and hit them shares and hit them likes and make them comments. Tell me how dumb I am. Tell me how much money I'm wasting. Anyway, that's about all of we got for today. Thank you for watching.